Ooh.
Hello.
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 How are you?
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Stop fucking with me, man.
Okay.
Okay. So, how long is this? 60 minutes? Perfect. Alright, so it'll take like 30 minutes or so is what I'm guessing. Um, just go ahead and walk through. You're in the visor session, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if you pause it, okay, there.
Yeah,
I can
so,
see the screen now.
okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna turn the volume down even more, because I don't care about comms in this very much.
Yeah, my Discord was really lagging.
I can hear, dude. What the hell? I'm just gonna mute it. I don't need to hear shit.
I think at one point the team called for goats. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, body
So
shot.
shot.
It's
It's
better.
I think
You don't need to explain anything. I'm just gonna watch.
Go double stacker. Sure. Double stacker.
Like, I'm just gonna mute the sound, dude. This is too much. Okay, so right here, right? Oh, I can't pause it. Will space pause it? No, I have to click it. That's annoying. Okay, so with those high hooks, right? If you're gonna be vulnerable to, let's see if we can rewind just a little bit. Right here. Right here, we have a good view, right, of what we're vulnerable to. What color should I use? We'll use pink. Okay. And if you look at where a potential widow could be, right? If you have a widow here, there could be a widow here. There could even be a widow with the team. Not very likely a widow's here, but essentially, like, with this hook, you're making yourself incredibly vulnerable. Just right off the bat, where instead if you don't jump hook there, and you slow peek, and then the whole point of a jump hook is to peek from an unexpected height, right? And so what I think you should have done there is, yes, hook to the high ground there, but I don't think you jump hook, because the jump hook makes you super predictable, like we already talked about. And then clear screen. There we go. So does that kind of make sense? Especially with this widow spot right here, like that one and this one. If you do this hook, you're dead against any decent widow. Well, the Arista was peeking the fucking shield. Good shit.
Barely.
Good punish.
I think she did it twice. The thing just broke.
Okay, so something that might interest you here is you know that they're gonna be there, right? After that first hook, I don't want to see you shoot the Arista. I don't want to see you do anything there. You can be a lot more active or a lot more proactive and start to rotate, kind of up here, and then once we're up there, kind of in the back around there. You understand what I'm saying?
Are you talking about where Jack is?
Yeah. So through that doorway to the other side of the building, then rotate behind there up the stairs, and now you're to the left, to their right, your left. So you're on a flank to where the shield can't affect you. Because when you're playing Widow against an Orisa, your job's not to shoot the shield. Your job's not to reveal your position. Your job is literally to flank and get an angle on people and get to the second part as fast as you can. Because this first part, you're not going to really have any shots unless someone really fucks up. So what you really need to do is wrap around. I'll clear screen and I'll be able to make it more clear later. Same thing with the hook as earlier. I don't know if they are running Widow or not. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to assume that they're not. That's why you're kind of... Nice! Alright.
Let's not talk about that.
So okay, so let's say we go over here, right? We go over here. And then we're able to come to the high ground on this side. Do you know the high ground I'm talking about?
I rotate that way, but I didn't go on the stairs.
Okay, so yeah, so either the stairs or just further. That's where you should have gone instead of like this junk over here, staying over here for so long. You should have been over there like almost immediately.
Okay.
Because if you do end up going over there, I can explain why in a minute. Okay, so we're about to have an angle right here. Okay, so what it does is if their Orisa is trying to stay up here and their team is, behind them, eventually your team's going to push, right? It forces them to spread this way. Like that, instead of like this, which is going to be optimal when they're trying to stop the payload. So they would need to be lined up vertically behind the shield to stop you from being effective. So you're pressuring them so much, and you're forcing the options. You're limiting the options that they have. And the team with more options is always going to win. Hey, Infinite, how are you, buddy? The team with more options is almost always going to win. So that's why, being over here earlier is going to create more advantages for your team. Jack gets an incredible kill there. So that starts off, the double sniper win, essentially. And here, I want to see you, bro, after that Orisa shield rotates, I want to see you. Let's see if I can see it before it scopes in. Do we stay scoped here? Okay. One moment. I want to see you, over here. As soon as that Orisa rotates, keep making them rotate. Because, you think, now they're lined up like this, right? If you can punish that by going over here, then instead they have to rotate again like this, but further back.
I do rotate. I think they just die before.
Okay. Yeah, so it's good that you're rotating. Do it faster, right? Because, right here, as soon as that first kill happens, you should already be ending up over here. Because the whole point is to force this rotation with the Widow. Force the rotation so they have to be where they were when the Ana got killed. And then you force a second rotation for the cleanup. And since their whole team's not there, they probably won't rotate. So instead it puts you in a more advantageous spot. Yeah, like there. Perfect. Whoops. It's good rotation. Needed to be sooner. Jack's toxic, dude. What the fuck? Alright, good. I like this. Gives you high ground. Limits where they can be, right? They, without their Orisa, cannot be anywhere in this area. They can't be anywhere in here. Okay? That's what you do by standing here. And so, technically what that should do is that should force them to be sitting up here. Because then they're not in your LOS. The Orisa has to go high ground. Their whole team has to rotate behind them. And it forces them into a really, into a set spot, really. And then your Diva feeds somehow? We'll see that later, I suppose. If I see Prez's POV. Okay, so double peeking. Okay, if you're new to FPSs, this is going to be a new concept. It was a new concept to me because Overwatch is my first FPS. Double peeking is peeking from the same spot twice. So if you ever unpeek from a certain corner, it's going to be super safe to not peek that corner again. Even though it might take longer, and you might think, hey, I'll out-aim him. That's all you're relying on. Whereas if you watch him, right, he knows you're up there because you shot at his teammates, okay? He knows you're up there because you shot at his teammates. He shoots at you. You realize he's trying to shoot at you. You dodge him. And he can have a Sonic on you, right? And you re-peek this. You should have died to that headshot. But he misses it. Okay. And a better Hanzo player is going to hit that shot. Literally the only reason that he didn't kill you is because he's bad. if that makes sense. Because you're double peeking. Peeking from an angle that he knows you're going to peek from. It's kind of like the... Double peeking means that the same thing. Is what... You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so double peeking means that you're peeking from an angle that they know you're coming from. And then here, I like this. This is an okay double peek so far. Because he's not really pressuring you. And then we rotate back to the original spot. Now, what I want to see you do here is I want to see you play from low ground. Okay, never mind. There's a tire that I didn't hear because your Discord was wonking out. Oh my god, it's still... I could not concentrate if this was my Discord comm, dude. Alright, this is fine. You died to a Riptire, whatever. When Riptire is spinning like that, don't try and, flick or, adjust your mouse for the direction it's going to go. Just aim in the center of its movement pattern. That'll be, your trick to success, or your tip to success in this situation. If you understand what I'm saying. Because the tire's going back and forth, right? Let's watch that clip again. What is it? That's where it exploded. Right here. Okay. So we see how it's going back and forth. Just like if someone's AD spamming us, right? If someone's AD spamming us, the best thing we can do is aim in the center of their AD pattern and just shoot when we think when their head's going to line up in our crosshairs. Let them do the work, not us, And so the same thing is said for riptires that are like this. Is just wait for the riptire to end up in your crosshair, keep it in the center. If it goes up, you know it's gonna go down. You guys have kill cams on in scrims?
I guess.
Jesus. So you guys are probably calling to regroup here. I like this spot. This is good. That's perfect. That's exactly what you need to do in this situation. That was perfect. Well played. Okay, so let's see what you do next. The next hook should... Okay, so we use our wall hacks there. Way too early. Way too early. Plus you're already up one. In our earlier VODs, what we talked about is using walls pretty much exclusively for 1v1s or mid-fight. When I say mid-fight, I mean like right when they're about to engage. Like mid-engage, you use the wall hacks. Right here, your team's still on the stairs over here, you know? Your team's still over there.
I think, like, I kind of, like, do you see that Roadhog over there? I think he's trying to set up something, but I was like...
Oh, let's see. Okay. In that situation, your walls are too valuable to use for that. It would honestly be better off for your... You're still on Hanzo, I'm assuming. For your Hanzo to Sonic the area. Or for you to call, hey, Jack, can you Sonic down here? I think the Hog's trying to do something funny, you know? And then, you know, it's a 9 second cooldown or whatever. And look, you know, now you have to hook, get ready for your walls. And let's see. Before we even shoot, we have... What? This is the info sight bar. This green area is like, what, a quarter? Yeah, we'll say a quarter. We've wasted a quarter of our walls already. You know? So, like, get in position, then wall hack. Or get in position, get into a 1v1, then wall hack. Okay, I like this. I like this flank. Okay. It's going to be very, very aggressive. Their shield can't protect them. It's at the right time as well. Okay, body shot God. Who cares? We got the kill, right? Alright, right now, what you need to be doing is finding that Ana or the Junkrat, right? And the Junkrat's on your ass. You're about to die, I think.
Yep.
And you don't die. Somehow. You're about to die, though. Okay, so with Junk, the best thing you can do is use that hook to hook as far away as you can. So let's watch this again. I know you panic here. That's why you're not thinking straight. But we use our hook to go high ground. What does Junkrat have 2 of that we only have 1 of? It's mobility cooldowns, right? So he's got 2 of those concussion mines, and you've only got 1 hook. And so here, since we killed the Hanzo, right? This up here, this high ground over here, gonna be much safer than let's see if I can outline that better. Gonna be much safer than back up to where you already were, because the Junkrat's mine can't go that far, and he can only get up there with 2 mines, and he doesn't have 2 mines. If that, it's like instead of hooking here, just hook farther away. So against Junkrat, you need to hook farther away. The whole reason we run Widow against Junkrat is because of the distance advantage, and by hooking not so far away or within his range, we kind of like we take that advantage away from ourselves in this 1v1. Think of it like a Widow Reaper situation, right?
Yeah.
You clearly, as Widow, have the upper hand with the range, but if you hook towards him, what's gonna happen? He's gonna get you every time, and it's kind of like the same idea with Junkrat. Same idea with Genji, really, too. That's why Widow's so busted. Literally most OP hero in the fucking game. All because of the hook. And how far away so you can kite someone with it. So your team caps. Kind of a weird fight. Not really a whole lot you did, not really a whole lot you didn't do, you know? I think they were split though. That's why you guys were able to push their shit in. Which actually, your flank was in a tribute to that, right? So your flank pushed towards them being able to split themselves, or the other team splitting themselves, and then your team being able to take the advantage. Because your flank caused what? The Hanzo to die, right? So that was a pick. And then we also got the Junkrat to stop focusing our tanks. So, in a team situation, it's not as bad. But from an individual standpoint, like you're trying to kill all 6 people, that hook was really what got you. So here, I like holding this angle. I want to see you rotate up here, though. Up here. Okay, I want to see you rotate up here, because this rotation, if we're standing where the pink is, if we're standing right here, okay, we can potentially see their entire spawn walkout. Okay? And now when this fucking windmill shitter gets in our way, then we can't see shit, right? That's okay. Then we can just rotate to the windmill when it heads up our way. So, like, windmill's a good spot here. So is green. And then if you're getting really, really cocky, blue can be a good spot too. Okay? But blue is super aggressive, especially since we saw someone up there. So, like, I'd really recommend either... Was that a Hanzo? No, was that the Hanzo that was up here? Do you remember?
Hello?
Ooh, my headset died. Sorry.
Oh.
When it doesn't have noise for a certain amount of time, it dies. I'm going to put on some background music. There we go. Okay.
It was the Junkrat.
Okay, so it was the Junkrat. Okay, so here is definitely a good spot against the Junkrat. I don't know if you can, I think you can see my crosshair, but green is definitely a good spot. Standing in pink, I wouldn't recommend staying in the same spot because the Junkrat might land a concussion mine or something on you, but overall, take one more aggressive rotation there. Like your hog is. Your hog is like in an awesome spot right now. Hog's in a really advantageous spot. Totally dominating the high ground. So that hook, what am I going to say?
I don't know, that hook.
so it's
I didn't know he was actually stay there.
That's okay. So usually if a player has high ground, they're going to do everything they can to keep it. Especially a Junkrat, because I don't know if you know this, but projectiles in general are almost go in a straight line. If they have like what is it, Y axis or Z axis drop off or whatever, they're more accurate from high ground closer to your crosshair, and it's strictly because you're firing it downwards, right? So if you think about it, it's not going to slow down or be dragged down as heavily because it's already going in that direction. It's like, I don't know if you don't know anything about physics, but like technically in this game there's physics, right? There's always a constant acceleration for things that are supposed to descend, and if you're shooting things down, then that force won't be as counteractive to the projectile fire. So when you're aiming down as Junkrat or Hanzo, I don't know what else does this, but those are the two that come to mind. From high ground, it's way more accurate. Also, you're able to shoot over shields. All the stuff that we already talked about before. So, your hog's positioning is, like... After he comes over here, I don't think he should have came over here. I think he should have stayed central and zoned the Junkrat instead of pushing him. Same with you. You should have just zoned him and not pushed him. He dies, though, because he's feeding. See, like... I want to see a game where you guys win, not because the enemy team throws. Like,
yeah, I think this scrim was like the easiest one out of all the ones we've done.
Okay.
So it was actually hard finding VODs because we kind of rolled them.
Yeah. So in this situation here, right? Good wall usage. They're trying to recontest the cart. And you pretty much zone both the supports. If the Zen moves off this pillar, he's pretty much dead. The Orisa is going to pull you. The Hog's going to try and pull you. If I were you, if you see that coming your way, literally just 180 and hook away. Don't fuck with this shit. This is going to get you killed, especially with that Hog there. We'll see if it pulls you and they land the hook. Oh my god! The fucking pole glitched. Lucky. That's lucky. Okay, so this position right here is going to be much more optimal than the other window. because what it does is it forces you know the Orisa is in front of your shield right now. I think you got the tire. It looks like, or it exploded on its own. I guess we're about to see. Jack got the tire. Awesome. So what this does is it forces everyone to have to play behind the shield. And right now you have the Hanzo in your crossfire, you know, or in your sights. You've got the Zen in your sights. Looks like the Junkrat's going to come out this way and probably be in your sights over here as well.
Yeah.
So potentially it forces them to not be so split and have to go behind here. That's only a future shots though. Whew. Your Discord.
I'm dead.
Okay, Discord sounds better, so we're gonna pause my Spotify. So my. All right, we'll play that back as well because I spaced out a little bit.
I was trying to get to it.
Oh, never mind. They're still bad. Whatever. We'll listen to them. Okay, so that's good. That's good to die there. Don't worry about that. They actually got a combo against you, which is good for them, you know? I think this is the first fight that they won. So, excuse me, I'm yawning. Where do you think that you can go as Widow to force them to rotate? Let's try to, is there, see, okay, so something I have no idea about. Add static image. Alright. Can I search Junkertown? Junkertown third point. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, where can you go to force them to rotate? So we take a look. We have, let's do red for enemies. We have enemies here. I think we had some, you know, so we know they're there. We know some are here. I think maybe someone would have been here. So where do you think you can go to force a rotation from someone?
If you're assuming that the red people, like the red is like where the enemies are.
Yeah, so this is like Hanzo up here, okay? I think this was Junkrat, and these were tanks, okay? I'm gonna do that. Whoops, did not mean to do that.
Bottom right door if we're attacking.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good. Okay, so what bottom right does is it forces the Junkrat to rotate, okay? And
While cutting off the sightlines of Hanzo.
exactly. So you're avoiding the sightlines of Hanzo. Well, it looks like their Hanzo's not even up there. So it looks like it's just their Junkrat and tanks down here. Let me play some more and get some more intel. Okay, right here is a little dangerous, but you do have the high ground. Because I like this aggressive take right here, right? But the Hanzo sees us right away, so we're almost going to have to fall off the high ground immediately. You're able to keep it. The Ana's going to kill you, though.
Yeah.
Shit. Damn, you have a Mercy, too. Unlucky. Oh, they forced the res. Okay, that's a good hook by your hog, actually.
I think I got pushed off by the fan here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Ah! Ah! Oh my god, I hate this map for that reason, dude. Okay, you have a nanoed hog coming at your face. You're dead. Just accept your fate. Oh? No! Okay, I was about to say, no way do you fucking live there. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about potential. Oops. Let's talk about potential comp switches here. So what I think you guys should play against Bunker is just dive. Dive, 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 dive. You could even run triple tank dive and with the Zarya instead of like another DPS. So what I think you guys should do here is you guys should run Diva, Monkey, Genji, Tracer, and then maybe Sombra, Genji instead of Tracer. And then for supports, maybe you can run Ana, or not Ana, Zen, Mercy, and put the Zen on high ground, right? Because they don't really have anything to push the Zen on high ground. Because they're just running Hog. Or just keep the Zen far away. and just land discords from miles away. Lucio could work as well. But basically, get the Mercy, get the Zen. Maybe an Ana Zen. Probably Ana Lucio would work as well. The whole point is to farm for EMP, right? Because you guys have kind of reached like, oh shit, we can't go any further. So, what, you guys are going triple DPS or quad?
I don't even know. That was the Discord.
That'd be great.
Sounds like a robot singing.
Sounds like a robot singing. Yep. Sounds about right. Okay, so this bottom right position is good. Then you're going to rotate up here. This is a good rotation. So now here, try to rotate to the god tier high ground. The green high ground from earlier, right? The green high ground from earlier catches this giant angle. Don't waste your hook to get over to it, right? You don't need to waste your hook to get to it. Looks like you might get over to there anyway. Okay, you go here. So this works until the Orisa shield puts her shield down. Or until the Orisa shield blocks you. Then it's not going to work. Alright. This thing right here. Let's...
I don't see traps, man.
Alright, this thing right here. You gotta start looking for it, okay? You're Widow, right? You've one shot this 120 HP trap. Your tank's gonna walk in there and probably get fucked on. So like just do some like maintenance for your tanks. Some cleanup. Wait. Okay. What's your guys' comp right now? You're on Diva, okay. Prez is like, just go goats, go goats, go goats. Goats could work. Floats would work better. Floats works a million times better. Do you guys finish this map?
I don't remember. Wait. I don't actually know.
Okay. We'll just watch. Okay. So you guys don't know this, which is fine. Using speed boost to engage with goats is like bad. Because like what you guys need to do is you guys need to rotate high ground, go high ground, then drop on top of them. You guys have 30 seconds. That's plenty of time. That's plenty of time. You have 31 seconds right now. Okay. Now, if instead of that, we go from here, we go down here, up the stairs. Okay. We go up the stairs. And pause again. And so let me draw the route a little bit better, right? You guys go here, up, over. Okay, you have 41 seconds right now, alright? Plenty of time to do this. This isn't on you, this is on your shot caller. Go high ground. Drop on top of them. Drop on top of them, right? That way you don't even... You can save speed boost too if you do this. That way you have a potential amp for mid-fight. Alright, so that's what I would like to see from you guys next time. Because, like, they have bunker, right? With the Junkrat. What did I say earlier, Junkrat? If you're shooting from high ground, is it easier or harder? Easier, right? So, you guys are going into this fucking death trap right here, right? Low ground, little pit where all the balls will settle and then shit on your face. Okay, so that's why I suggest to go high ground. Just avoid this little trench, you know. Avoid the trench altogether. Good initiation bubble. They whole hogged you. Good timing. Good focus on the Hanzo. The Zen next, probably. By this point, you're at like 80 energy. The whole hog's not done yet. Force the trance. You need to look to bubble on a teammate. You're so split. So split here. And that's okay if your team pushes in. You have personal. You should kill the Zen. Right click. Nice. Unfortunately, your team backs up. And in that situation, I didn't hear any comms from you to tell your teammate, hey, I'm split. Can we push in? You know? Because that's your only win condition. Like, you pretty much... You got your best case scenario for not saying anything. You traded. And, like... If you say something there, I think you guys can probably live. Like, I think Prez can get you out. with the rest of the team. Looks like you guys lose this due to respawns, though. Your game's on a hard drive, isn't it?
Yep.
SMH, dude. Get that M2 drive. Alright, so let's look at this current situation, right? It looks like we just killed Arana. Our main tank's dead. Somebody's got to contest. It's probably going to be you.
I feed like 3 times in a row.
Oh, we disrespect this hog. Alright, let's play the last couple seconds back. Okay, we have 3 blinks. This is a good habit to build. Entering a fight with 3 blinks. Maximize it. So right here, we use 1 blink to engage. Okay, fine. This hog's already looking at us. The minute he looks at me, dude, I'm blinking, dude. I'm out of there. Instead, we want to finish our clip and then blink. That's a habit you gotta break. Blinks, okay, so shooting secondary to survival, right? Damage is secondary to survival. Instead, we sit there and we just want to get our whole clip into him, which I think is what happened. Is that fair?
Yep.
You like to shoot your whole clip and then blink?
I like didn't think about blinking there.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
looking forward, I would have died. Too.
Yeah, blinking is primary. Like, survivability with your blinks is primary. Like, you die with 3 blinks and a recall up because you get hooked. And it's like,
Yeah.
there's absolutely zero reason why you couldn't have at least tried to bait the hook and then keep going. And
I was
it's
trying to juke him out, but
with AD spam?
Oh, I just held D and then try to press A in the last second, but he actually threw his hook.
Oh, no matter the direction you go, it's gonna be better to, like, as soon as they look at you, it's gonna be better to just, like, blink. It doesn't even matter. Like, you can blink right away, and then later on, if they don't hook right away, then you can, like, try and, like, wait until you think that they're gonna hook, and then, like, bait them into hooking you. The whole tracer thing, it's like, as Kabaji kind of explained it, you have to not only predict them, it's about how much they respect you and how much you respect them. Okay, so you think about, like, predicting, right? If I respect this Ana a ton, or if she disrespects me, that's easiest, okay? She's just gonna try and land the first sleep dart opportunity she sees. Gonna not expect me to blink. She's just gonna disrespect me and land, you know, on the first attempt to sleep me, she's gonna land it. Because she thinks that she's so much better than me. And that's often lower players. Lower SR players will do that a lot. Is they'll do it at the first opportunity. It's not because they disrespect, but it's because they panicked, right? And they just want to use the ability, land it, and then, you know, oh, I missed my sleep. So then Kabaji also explained it. If that Ana respects the tracer, they're going to shoot them before they even try and sleep them. They're going to flick to them, try and bait blinks out, and then right when they don't expect, when they think the tracer doesn't expect the sleep dart to come out, boom, the sleep dart comes out, hits them. Now they're napping. And it's the same for the matchup, the other matchup as well, like Tracer versus Ana instead of Ana versus Tracer. Depending on how much you respect the Ana, if you disrespect her, you're gonna blink, and dodge the first opportunity that you see that she has to sleep you. You're gonna dodge the first opportunity, and then if you I think my headset's going to sleep. All right. And the same thing that goes the other way, right? And it's, if you think the Ana's going to try and sleep dart you immediately, then you're going to dodge it right away. But if you don't think she will, then you're not going to, right? And every time you think she's actually going to sleep you, that's when you actually need to blink. And so if you really respect this Roadhog, which it's kind of clear that you didn't, or you respected him too much. No, you didn't respect him enough. That's what it was. You didn't expect him to hit the hook.
I didn't expect him to hook at all. I thought he would like actually wait for a blink to like flick hook.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like you over-respected him, which is also another thing. If you over-respect someone and they under-respect you, and if you can't match the tempo perfectly, it's going to be hard to dodge the cooldowns.
He's bad? No! Zen's on the right. Zen's on the right by himself. Where's his one?
Okay. So there's another junk trap on the side of the cart. Someone's gonna step in it again.
I'm trapped.
I told you. Okay, this then is like, Oh no. Okay, so again, we die with 2 blinks and a recall up, right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you see that Junkrat, it's like, oh, wrong door. Sorry, I'm. You know, like you knock on your best friend's door, but it's really their neighbor's door, and and you're like, yeah, sorry, you know, and you just go somewhere else. That's exactly what you need to do there. Is you oh, I don't want to see you right now. See ya, and then kind of get out of there. Instead, you kind of go balls deep because it's overtime, which like it's kind of unnecessary to go balls deep in overtime because of the fact that like your team was still alive before you died the second time. And you can just kind of play slow, look for the opportunity, and then pounce on it. Instead, you're trying to force your own opportunities, which is what's getting you killed. And it's very, very common in like lower SR players is they'll force opportunities and just get shit on.
I just like follow the call. I think our maintain calls go on Zen.
Okay.
I,
If your main tank told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
I mean, it's a shot caller of the team.
Right. The whole mentality of follow blindly whatever your shot caller says. Play for your own survivability. Especially in overtime. Play for your own survivability. If you want to target the Zen when the rest of your team is targeting the Zen. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so he might have said, hey, let's go for the Zen. Now, does that mean you have to do it right that instant? No, it means that you need to wait until you have help for that Zen. And it could be the right call if you're running dive tanks and it's not overtime. Essentially, though, the biggest issue I have with following that call blindly and immediately is you're only a tracer. You're against a Junkrat and a Zen and an Ana, right? And a Hog. You're only a tracer. The best thing you can do is clean up the kill after someone commits or commit with someone. If you're going in 1v6 in this small area with a Junkrat and a Zen, this kind of spells death for you, right? So it's like, yeah, try to kill the Zen. Do your best to kill the Zen, but not at your own expense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, like, definitely listen to your target caller. Listen to what he's saying. But how you went about it was the wrong thing. And so it's like, he just said, look to kill the Zen, you know, go kill the Zen, and instead we blink into a Junkrat and die. Which is, well, you know, you're trying to do what he told you. But because we kind of just, I don't want to say dog-brained, but dog-brained it, just kind of listened to what our master told us, which, you know, I'm guilty of doing that shit too sometimes. It's more like play for your own survivability while doing the task that he asks to do. You guys probably win this because you have Brigida, though. If I'm being completely honest. As soon as Brigida dies, you guys lose this. Oh, you C9 instead. As far as what you could have done, nothing more. Besides what we already talked about. Hell yeah, dude. Let me into your computer. Alright. We got 2 terabyte hard drives? Alright. Alright. Unless it's the same one.
Oh, it's not.
Okay. Epic.
Yeah, my visor is like. Is the video paused or?
No, it's just stuck in the loading screen on Juckertown.
Yeah, reload my visor.
Okay.
They trap their primary target, they hook you out of it, they pull you out of it.
Now, when you record, do you record full screens in like full screen, or do you record just your screen? So it looks like it's just your screen right now.
I mean, it's whatever the. What was it? I used the GeForce.
Oh, you're using GeForce? Okay.
Yeah, I guess the reverse.
Dude, this. Mm-hmm. Even better. Hog. Oh yeah, right here. And another one right here. Whoo! Look at Jminh.
Okay, my visor is actually like not working.
Okay.
Watching the stream though.
Okay, then we can watch. Yeah, you can watch from the stream. You can just mute it or whatever, so we don't hear yourself or hear me twice.
Wait, what? Mute myself?
No, no, no. You can mute the stream, so we don't hear yourself twice.
Where I am.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I think this
You guys running goats?
Too much space we can.
Oh. 3 seconds left. Where are we holding?
I didn't even know what the call was because the Discord was like
Uh.
wonky. I just like, oh wait, we're holding left close.
Okay. Alright, so they have a widow, right? Well, how are you guys going to deal with this widow? How are you guys going to deal with this widow? You have Diva, and you have your Lucio somewhere. Those are the only two people that can really deal with the widow. So what needs to happen is you guys need to let this payload go. Just let it go. And the Diva and the Lucio need to push the widow into the spawn. And maybe Diva can sit up there and zone her. Who knows, you know? And instead, Lucio and Diva kind of sit here. Lucio gets finished off. I'm guessing Diva's going to die soon here. And then you guys have no answer to the widow. Your Ryan's dead instead. Same thing. So yeah, like, if you guys just hold that room, right? Hold the room. And back up even. Just back up. And then the Diva and the Lucio go on the widow. Hopefully kill her. And then you guys push cart then as a team. It's probably a better win condition than what's happening. Oh, dude. Get out of there. Get out of there. Don't get greedy. Good bubble. Really good bubble to keep present mech. He didn't eat the... He needs to eat that ball. He could have saved himself there by eating the pole ball.
Another one. We have a chance. Go. Mega. Over here. Come in here. He's not taking damage.
Oh, I wish my visor was working. Because your voice is like a couple seconds behind the actual stream.
Oh, shit. Okay. Try the visor again.
Yeah, I'm reloading it, but like
It's at 720, which is what I usually stream at, so...
it's just showing the loading bar. I mean,
Huh.
yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep the VOD review. You don't have to respond, very frequently. The whole point of me using this instead of the other thing is so that I can draw.
Do we have it where I'll listen to you through Twitch?
Yeah,
And then
that'll work
I'll
too.
just-
That'll work too. Yep,
yeah, I'm gonna leave the call.
sounds good. Alright. So, the call to play in here. It's not awful, but it's not good either. Because they have a Junkrat. You guys cannot get out of this room. You can't get out of the room because they have a Junkrat. Junkrat's gonna punish you. Even if you grab here, you guys can't do anything against that. Or with it. Even if you grab here, your Ryan's dead. You have no damage in the grab technically. Except Brigitte, which you have a clutch bubble on. Good play. You're taking hundreds of damage from the junk death though. Personal bubble this shit.
He's my ult charge.
Nice. Really good grab, really good grab. You guys are able to push out of there because of that really, really, really amazing bubble on the Brigitte, which should have been on the Rhine. You missed the bubble on the Rhine. You had the opportunity to. Let's go back a little more. Alright. Oh, before this too. Right here. Okay. Right here. Bubble your Rhine. Bubble your Rhine. Bubble your Rhine. Bubble your Rhine. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. You had 3 seconds. 3 seconds to land that bubble on him. You have bubble. He's anti 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. And then die. He didn't die too fast for you to land a bubble on him. Didn't know we were engaging. I mean, at the same time, you have Grav. You're kind of like what you guys are going to engage on here, right? So it's got to be, no matter whether you're engaging or not, once that anti lands on your Rhine, you have to cleanse him. Especially when he's low like that, you have to cleanse him. Get him healed up. Instead, you have an amazing bubble on your Brig. Actually really good. What Jack did here was like last ditch effort, you know. I don't think he would have done this. Unless you guys had already lost your Rhine. Instead, Jack kills like 3 of them in the Grav, which was sick. You get fat right clicks in because you're 100 energy. Yeah, he evolved to the Rhine in that moment. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So now you're just... Did you guys just trance? Alright, they have a Widow. The Widow... What the fuck? Oh my god. That's hilarious. Alright. In this situation, dude, shoot the Zarya's bubble. Fuck that Zarya up for this bad positioning. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Personal bubble? Dude, shoot that shit. Fucking farm that energy. Okay, so they have tire, huh? So what that should mean to you is to save your team bubble at the very least. Save your personal too. But you have both bubbles here. Ooh. Good bubbles. Good bubbles. What the bubbles allowed you to do is allowed your Zen to have that extra couple seconds to shoot the tire. That was perfect. So here, instead of spamming right clicks, okay, what I want to see you doing is getting in front of your Zen almost within laser dick range, right? As laser dick all these people. Pick one, just fucking laser dick them. This right click damage, like, it only helps you farm Grav, and that's it. Doesn't help you guys focus. Good bubble usage. It helps you guys focus down targets if you M1. Nice. Good. Good, that's fine. Oh my god. Dude, whoever fucking says that shit, if they're ever on my team, dude, I fucking mute them. I mute them and I don't unmute them until they apologize for that shit, dude. Yeah, like, especially in scrims, dude. Don't fucking do that. That's so annoying.
They don't have beat. They don't have beat. So we can grab for free.
Okay, we have our... Nice. I like the bubble timing on your Rhine there. That's good. Even if he doesn't block the shatter, he doesn't get shattered. That's good. Nice. Huge. That was excellent. She's dead. Otherwise, really good Zarya play so far. You stood behind him in case he dropped a shield too. And I get to save my personal. Yeah. That's exactly what you want to do. That's it's a solo play that can make a huge difference in a team environment. I like the use of high ground here. It's good. Zarya's right click. That's the other thing that I was talking about. With the projectiles that are affected by gravity. Zarya's right click. Always want to be on high ground because it's easier to hit the right clicks. You have 70 energy. This is great. Amazing position here. Like, absolutely stellar. Okay, okay. So, I don't want to see you shooting that diva, though. I want to see you shooting this Rhine shield or their Zen. Nothing else. Are you stuck in the Grav? You are. Oh my god. That sucks. Okay, you need to get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. As soon as you bubble your Rhine, you don't even need to bubble your Rhine. As soon as your Lucio dies, your main priority should be to save this 100 energy that you have accrued. Okay? Instead, it looks like you're gonna die point in overtime, which like, instead you stay in. Okay, you're gonna lose your 100 energy right here, obviously, because you're staying in. You need to back out. Your energy is a resource. If you can engage the fight with like 60, 40 energy, that's awesome. You only have to use one bubble to get to your to your normal energy levels for a fight.
That's actually really good.
Now you're thinking about getting out.
Get out, Jack. Get out.
And you're actually able to, which is surprising. It's because they're putting 3 on the cart instead of chasing you. This seems bad. Don't scrim these guys again. You should have died here. And that's literally because they didn't amp onto you to kill your energy. That's so stupid. I hate that. In a higher ranked game, you're going to get killed there. Because you didn't back out as fast as you should have.
If you need to go without me, do it. Last second.
Okay, so we need to be... Whew! We need to force the Matrix here. You force the Matrix out to get a good ult. That's what the win condition is.
3, 2, 1, go.
No! That sucks. You'll wake up and be able to throw a grab that's unsuspecting, I'll bet. Because of this, though. Yep. And it makes them C9. It's really awesome when I predict things that happen before they happen. It makes me happy with myself, too. So, yeah, they forgot about you because you're asleep. It's pretty funny. So basically this diva totally forgets about you. And you just grab them off the cart. That's hilarious. Okay. So, TLDR here. Use your Widow on attack to force rotations. Especially against Orisa. You planned that sleep, obviously. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I know. You're big brain, dude. Use aggressive flank positions as Widow to force rotations that limit the options of the opponent's team. The other thing, do not double peek. Do not peek from an angle that someone has info on you being at. Yes, you need to rotate faster. That's sorry. I forgot that you did end up rotating eventually. But I think your reason for rotating was different than what I wanted it to be. That's why it was slow, right? So instead of saying I need to rotate faster, instead, like, your goal of rotating should quite literally be to force them to rotate, or, you know, to force them to rotate to avoid your LOS. That's the whole point of you rotating, to limit their options. Where instead, I think the reason you rotated was so that you could see them again. So in turn, your team was making them rotate when it could have been the other way around. You could have been making them rotate for your team. Especially when they don't have a Widow. But yeah. Then with Zarya, I don't know, dude. They just let you do whatever the fuck you wanted. It was good. Good job. Oh, there was one thing with Zarya. Notice, like, treat your energy as a resource. Get out faster. If that team was any good, they would have punished you for not having... Like, they would have punished you and killed you. And that, like, grab opportunity when you got slept on the high ground wouldn't have even happened. But yeah. Those are the two big things from this VOD review. Is rotate to force them to rotate and to limit their options. And take positions that force... Yeah, take positions that force them to rotate. That's, like, the overall, like, overarching theme for the Widow. And then with the Zarya, you know, when one of your teammates dies, especially your Lucio, the Lucio is the one person that can actually get you out with your 100 energy. Especially the Lucio. Literally just get out. Get out. You can still spam right clicks at the general area that they are, but, like, just focus on getting out sooner. Because you get out way too late. And if their Lucio had a brain, or, like, the rest of their team had a brain, they would have pushed you with speed boost, kept one in the cart, and then killed you. Just staggered you to beyond, like, Jack too. Would have killed both of you guys. Jack's a little bit not as important there because he doesn't have energy, but yeah. Other than that, that's it for this VOD review. I will post it to my YouTube when I can, and until then, hopefully you can keep those things in mind, and I'll see you next time.